Was Emily the youngest?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Mike, my
Yeah.
youngest son.
So you were born in
Patrick.
21?
This is
Wow.
Julie.
Where were
This
you
is
born?
Lisa. Lisa's got the
You
candy
were born
house
in
there.
Hamilton, okay.
And-
Good.
We lived
Of course,
most
this is
of our
old
life
man.
in
Yeah.
Nashville.
Dad.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Dad.
But Daddy would get the
Dad.
traveling
okay.
fever more move.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We've got a daughter that's like a nomad, so maybe that's where she got it from Papa Graham.
We
Like
knew
my
what
dad,
work
he
was when we grew up.
For jobs, he was.
Yeah.
Worked all over the world.
What was your mother like? Do you remember much about
She was a
Augusta?
little woman.
Yeah, she was. I told y'all.
She
she's
was
little.
German and French. She grew up in Germany.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they landed in about 1904 in Galveston.
And see, I told you it's Galveston instead of
Okay.
Galveston was the big port then.
then instead
Yeah.
Until
of
that storm of 1900.
She
Right.
was a real
Oh,
kind,
right,
gentle
right.
person.
and so little.
Yeah,
She
Emma
was-
Lou loved her.
Oh, I
And
did
she
too.
liked Emma Lou.
Oh, good.
Well, what do you remember about your mother, as far as, I know she spoke a little German, I'm sure she could.
She
Oh,
would
she
not
could.
speak German
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah.
She said, I'm in America
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to speak. And she learned the English language all by herself.
Yeah. She
She
came over
couldn't
here
speak
without.
a word of English when she come here. So
Right.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know how
She
did
was
all
different from my daddy.
that. Oh yeah.
She was a little kind, gentle person.
She was. She was.
Never hollered at us kids.
No.
Would you say that your dad might have hollered at you every once in a while?
Or more than that, probably.
My dad wasn't the kindest person.
No. No.
Well,
No.
that's what Travis said at times.
Yeah.
that,
No.
But
you
now
know,
your
his daddy
grandpa
was-
was kind of mean too.
Oh,
wasn't he?
he was very mean.
Uh-huh.
Jess-
I
is
remember
that
my
Jesse?
Terrible things.
Yeah, he was mean to everybody. So.
Grandpa Graham he was really a mean person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know, why? I mean, I guess that was his way to.
Yeah, he did some bad things.
Yeah,
But all of Papa's kids were wonderful.
they were.
Yes.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Now poor Lawrence was an alcoholic, He
Yeah.
after he joined the Tree Army.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, he was a kind and good
He
person.
was. He was because we.
But he was a
seen him
kind,
talk.
gentle person.
Yeah, and he talked. I know. I talked to him.
Yeah.
I saw him and everything. He was really nice. He was tall.
Yeah, Lawrence
As
was
much I
tall
can
and
remember,
slim.
he was pretty tall. I
And
don't.
Sis, you remember her, don't
Oh
you?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Which one was that? Nerva?
No.
No, Nerva was the youngest.
Eunice.
Eunice. Okay.
That was Billy and Bo and Bobby's mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I had another little sister named Pearl.
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 Yeah.
How did Pearl die?
They said it was diphtheria, but it was just a bad sore throat.
Something. Yeah.
Okay.
Just probably developed into a
Just-
bloodstream
right,
infection.
probably did,
Probably
yeah.
strep. But
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
We go to the cemetery in Angleton a lot to put flowers out. So, and we go by their graves too. Yeah. Your mom and dad's and Pearl's.
And
Right
I
there.
remember a lot of those places in Angleton, see. We called it the 120 place, that's where I was born.
Okay. How about that?
It was that great big old house, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be. Well, let's see. When did they live out on,
Shanks Road?
no, not Shanks Road. Way out by the creek, by the prison barn.
Oh, yeah.
Remember out there?
Snipe Road.
That's
Snipe Road.
Snipe. Does
yeah.
that mean anything to you?
Not really.
Out there, he had a lot of orange trees.
Yeah, we had an orange orchard.
That's, yeah, I
We were
remember
real
that.
close to the Free prison.
Yeah, that's right.
In fact,
That's
we
right.
found a dead, I guess he was probably a dead prisoner.
Oh, really?
Out in that orange
Yeah.
orchard one morning.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Had a big lake on it. You
Yep,
know.
it did.
And they used to train the prisoners out there on that lake.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Wow.
train the dogs, you know, how to
Oh,
trace, you know, how to track them.
oh, well, that was, that was smart, teaching them how to track you.
Kids, this day and time, kids wouldn't believe all those stories.
I know. They're just so pampered, they don't.
Was your mother a seamstress?
Half German and half French.
Yeah.
Was she kind of a seamstress or a dressmaker?
No, she
No?
really wasn't.
We found a piece of a certificate that was
Is it
hers
It's not
from the Rochester Institute
Hmm.
in New York.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was a dressmaking course.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, she learned all of that, see.
Yeah.
Did she sew clothes for y'all, Mom?
Oh, she made all of our clothes.
And
Made boys' shirts
Yeah.
and everything.
I remember Mother telling me that she did tatting. It's not crochet or knit, it was tatting, very intricate, little bitty little thread.
Yeah.
And Mother said she did that all the time. That would be hard to learn. She had to be smart to learn all that.
Yeah, Mama was she was a very smart person.
Yeah, she seemed like it. I remember staying with them a time or two when I was probably 4 or 5, and she would sing to me in German.
She apparently had an operatic.
She said,
Yeah.
she told us she never had a home life.
Yeah.
She grew up in a boarding school.
Oh, okay.
And really, I guess, when she left there, she was about 18.
Okay. Yeah.
She basically had a college education.
Well, yeah.
Really, yeah.
My goodness.
But she sure married wrong.
Well,
Well, what I mean, you
I know. Yeah.
below
Her
yeah.
place in society or whatever. Yeah.
well, I'd like to know the town that she really came from. Well, hopefully we can talk to Sonny and find out maybe where she actually came from over there.
And her parents, and
Only thing I know it was Tilsic.
Yeah, we got that one. They figured that out
There you
already.
go. We've been hearing that Tilsit, or
He's got a map
Travis
with all
told.
that on here.
Yeah, there's a map
About it.
here.
He's got all
What part of Germany is that in?
It's almost in
That's
Russia.
Ost
in
Prussia.
Russia.
That Tilsit is in Ost Prussia.
Prussia. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Prussia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tilsit was right up here.
way up there.
Let me see, where was Tilsit? I can't find it when I want it. Right over here, there we go. It was along this river, it was a
Near the
beautiful,
ocean.
it was a
Sea.
beautiful town
Yeah.
that, of course, it was war torn by World War One. It was torn up in World War Two, you know,
Yeah.
but it was a
Well, did
beautiful
you-
area there.
Evidently, she grew up, you know, pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Do you remember her mother and daddy? Did you ever see them?
No.
I didn't think you did.
I think both of those were dead.
Okay.
She came back
And they
south
sent her
on that boat.
to the
Nerva,
United
she said.
States.
Yeah.
see, to
But this
live
is an
with
old,
her.
old map, that's Ost
To live with
Prussia,
what?
East Prussia.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that,
And
and probably,
evidently, she
Had cancer, and I remember them taking me to her house to see her. And I was probably 5 or 6 maybe
yeah.
when that
Well,
happened.
my younger sister, Nerva, we called her Nerva.
Yeah, that's all I knew.
Nerva. But she was all rotten.
Yeah.
She got by with stuff that we wouldn't have thought of doing.
Yeah, being the baby, she.
Where did she end up moving
She
to?
ended up in Oklahoma.
That's what we thought.
She had a very hard life.
Did she?
And she married a guy, he was a painter.
Oh,
And basically, he was a good guy,
Pretty young.
but he was an alcoholic.
Mhm.
See?
Mhm. But now did she marry again? I mean, did she?
No, that was the only time she got married.
Okay, I didn't know whether she had been
And I
married.
don't really, I should be ashamed, I guess, in one way, but I don't try to locate her kids
Yeah, yeah,
for a lot of reasons.
yeah. I just,
Well,
And,
the ones that
she had
got
eight.
involved.
She did?
Stealing
Oh, my
from my
goodness.
house and stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh my
So they had-
gosh. Had 8 kids, brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nerva did?
That's it.
Wow.
I guess they all live in the Oklahoma area.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, last year, one of her, I guess it's one of her daughters, or maybe her granddaughter, wanted to come and live with me and take care of me, and I told her no.
No, what?
No.
She was looking for a place to live, I
Well,
guess,
one of
maybe.
the sons came to Pasadena and he
Because
stole
they're
lots
really
of
not
stuff
the
from my
type of
dad.
people.
One
Uh,
called brother.
Yeah.
what was her last name? Nerva.
Nuremberg.
Nuremberg.
That's what we thought.
Nuremberg?
We have
Yeah,
that written
German
down.
name.
I didn't
Ah.
find in that near
That husband was a painter, and like many painters, wasn't
Yeah.
bad alcohol.
Well,
Yeah.
her husband that
Very
she
talented
married, Bob,
painter,
he was a hard worker,
though. House
but he
painter,
was
not
an
art.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
Right, he was artistic.
And everything he made, he drank it up.
Yeah.
I know many a time I took her, bought food for her and the kids.
Yes, sir. So how, where would you feed that many kids, you know?
She
that's-
had 8.
I can't believe that. 8 kids.
I don't try to.
Do you have
Like I
any
told
pictures of
Judy, I
her?
don't try to locate them, because it's best not to.
Well, that's true, yeah.
What do you remember about Ripley?
Rip,
Rip, and
he was a good guy.
He was. He was
Yeah.
such a good looking
he was
guy.
married to Ellen?
Ellen.
Ellen.
Ellen Graham. I'll
Yeah.
show you one of her paintings.
Okay.
Oh,
Ellen
yeah.
Oh,
painted.
okay.
She became an artist. She
All
was
of us were
very
good kids.
Yeah,
private
you were.
person,
Yeah,
very
they
shy.
were all of
But once
them.
you got to know
Lawrence
her,
was
she
a-
was wonderful.
Well,
He
that's-
wasn't a bad guy, he was a hard worker.
Yeah.
But he was an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah, he was always, whenever we talked to him, he'd just be so nice and gentle talking, you know, so.
Who, Rip?
No, Uncle Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence, okay.
I didn't get to see Uncle Rip that much.
Rip hadn't been dead that long.
I don't remember exactly.
Did they live in Kerrville?
They lived in Kerrville.
Kerrville.
Had a
Well,
beautiful
they lived in
little house there right in the.
what was it called?
Pike.
Near Ingram or?
Ingram, yeah.
Yeah,
that's where it was.
It was
Ingram.
really Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right there. Did
And
he have
he
a
had a
station?
service station.
Yeah,
which was
Mhm.
very
he had a
successful
station there.
for a long time.
And his wife
Right.
was a good person, but she was a little, she was from California,
Mhm.
and,
She probably didn't like, you know, like family.
She was very shy.
Yes,
oh,
she
she
was.
run off and
We got to
hide.
be good
Yeah, she
friends.
would.
and
She
I
just
got
was
to be
kinda-
good friends with her.
Yeah,
She
just-
got a
she
little
was shy.
better later years.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
She became a good painter. I got one of her
Oh,
paintings.
good. Yeah. she
He
was-
knew Rip, I think, didn't you, Charlie?
Yeah,
Like,
Uncle Rip.
you knew Rip, didn't you?
Oh,
I thought he did.
Oh, I did, of
Yeah.
course. We spent lots of time
Yeah,
yeah.
in Kerrville. He loved to fish, and I
Yeah.
did too. We
Yeah.
fished together.
yeah.
We fished with your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Who was a wonderful friend of
Constantly,
mine.
constantly.
You know, she could get into all parts of Oyster Creek.
Oh,
She
yeah.
had keys to
Ordinary
every
people
gate.
couldn't get in there.
Oh, yeah, she had keys.
Emma Lou
in there.
and I, we grew up, we had some good times.
Oh, I bet you did.
Do you remember the 1932 storm?
A little bit. I
Little
was pretty
bit?
young. I remember my mama, it was so bad there in Angleton, and we had just, my dad and Lawrence and all had just built this house, see. Well, the wind got so bad we couldn't hold the door to, so they took mattresses off the beds and nailed them across them doors.
Mm.
Smart.
Yeah.
And it blew all the windows out, we had big upstairs. see.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that. I was pretty young.
Oh, yeah. Well, how was Mother?
Well, Emma Lou would have been
10,
13.
13, okay.
Emma Lou was a little bit, 2 years
So
older.
she
than
would have
me.
been about 11
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
so, yeah. Yeah,
They
they,
destroyed that orphanage with all those kids.
Yeah, like-
Oh
oh,
yeah.
yes.
I was telling Blackie,
Right.
I was in the 9th grade and she was in the 10th. But she'd find out where I was gonna sit, see, and she'd take the class just above me and find a seat right in back of me. Well, all class long, she wrote me notes back and forth about Travis. She had met Travis,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
and she was young then, 14.
Yeah. Well, they got married when she was 16.
Yeah.
So.
But that was common then.
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely.
But I think they had a good marriage.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They loved each other so much, you know, that you could
Travis
just
walked-
see it.
Worked out in the sun so much, he was so dark, and everybody'd say, well, who's that Mexican going with Emma Lou, you know?
They did. They always said that. Well, did your mother have like darker skin?
No, she was real, now, she looked dark because
Yeah.
she was sunburned.
Okay.
But under her clothes, she
She
was
was-
real fair skinned.
Okay. Because I wondered, because my dad had that dark skin,
Yeah.
you know, and I've got a little of it, but he was really.
How come? Well, my youngest daughter, Cindy,
Mhm.
she married a guy, and well, he's really a preacher, you know, so,
Mhm.
and they moved to, ended up moving to Jacksonville.
Oh,
They
okay.
live in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And, I guess we just got started coming up here,
Mhm.
and Black and loved it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his folks worked in the oil field.
Yeah. Okay.
And I forgot, I think I worked in the restaurant in Hamilton,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and that's how I met him.
I wondered how you met him. I didn't know.
What kind of name is Yawn? I wonder.
I don't
We
know.
don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Enos. We're not
It was
sure.
probably something like John or something, you know,
Mhm.
they would anglicize it. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
Yeah. Well.
Sounds like he's doing a little history.
Oh yeah. Ancestry. That's all they do.
Yeah, we're
You should
down a lot of
see
ancestry.
They've got boxes and boxes of stuff they've been going through.
You may find out too much.
The Yawn history is very colorful. One of my
But really and truly,
grandmother's son
Grandpa
got in
Brown,
a shooting
Jesse,
match.
Mm-hmm.
he was
He was
on
killed.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's.
They were wild
That's so
people. My
terrible.
daddy
we were scared to death of
Well, and that made
Not
you
nothing criminal.
be
but
better,
yeah,
you know,
fire
because you
brigade.
saw how
Wow.
bad he was, and you sure didn't want to do like
But it was
he
really
did.
bad, okay.
You know.
Mom was afraid of him.
Oh yeah.
Did you live here?
I would be too. You know, if he did something like
And he
that.
lived with us for a long time, see.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, that wasn't good.
But none of us, you know, Lawrence was an alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
but he was a kind
He
gentleman.
was. He was.
He never bothered anyone.
No, he didn't. I hadn't thought about him in a long time until we started all this.
You knew Sis too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Eunice, yeah.
Yeah. Billy Sims, Steve, his wife Lois.
Yeah.
She told me that I look like Aunt Eunice.
You know,
You did?
Steve passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember y'all came. Anyway, Lois is in a nursing home now
Oh,
in Lake Jackson.
yeah.
It's just right.
I noticed at
She's.
Billy's funeral that she.
Now,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
she
That's a
had
problem.
problems.
I don't know where Bobby, if he's dead. Bobby's
Yeah, he
dead.
did. He died really young. He left Texas. Was he in Oklahoma? Seemed like Bobby Sims.
Yeah, I think he was in
I think he was in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. But he died a long time ago. I don't remember the year. But,
Did you ever meet his
And
wife?
Donald Jean, the girl, you know,
Gracie.
that was really my
Nerva.
youngest sister's daughter.
Right, Nerva. Yeah.
No, she died. Where she
I don't think so. Remember Donna Jean I was telling you about?
Mhm. Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever found anything on her or not.
I don't think so.
One time she, well, several years ago, she wanted to come live with me, and I told her no.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't start that because, you know, don't know. But we hadn't seen her in a long, long time.
Now, she was really nervous.
Nerva's daughter, yeah. And then Eunice and them adopted her, didn't they adopt her?
And she had two more.
Oh.
And I think someone, I don't know where it was, they adopted one of the babies when it was born, see? And somebody else adopted the,
Okay.
she was about 14.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you had
And how come her to marry my daddy? I don't know. Well, she worked as a cleaning houses.
Yeah,
Marriage
definitely.
certificate for them too.
Definitely,
I'll give you two.
Oh,
I've got a couple of them.
Yeah, but.
But all of us kids, there were 8 of us, but we all grew up to be good people.
Amen to that. Travis, you and
Yeah.
I don't know what all y'all have in
And
here.
Travis thought a lot of his mama.
Have y'all ever done?
House and
Beautiful.
Well, I didn't know you still had that
we
one.
did that.
I didn't know you still had that.
Then,
Oh,
that was
I sold
19
mine.
Yeah.
What did it say, 30th?
Well, actually, just last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. How long did
But
you
I
have
figured
that?
I'd never go
Fine.
back.
Yeah, oh, no.
1995.
Yeah.
No. Well, that was good. How long did
So
you
much
have
I
it?
think
Came in
that's
before.
probably.
How long did you live there?
That was beautiful.
We lived in Pasadena.
And this is
Mhm.
quality
52
printing.
years.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, that was what they had. Of course,
52.
They,
Whew,
they,
that's a long
they
time.
sealed it, they sealed it.
It's
there.
Long
raised and
time.
everything.
Oh.
Well, how did you meet Blackie?
I worked in a restaurant in Angleton,
Okay.
and he was construction worker there, see. That's when they were building Dow.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't know how they met either.
And we were kind of dating, see. Then one night, I had a date with somebody else,
Uh-oh.
and he couldn't stand it.
Uh-oh.
But he told me he wasn't coming back to see me anymore, see.
Oh.
Mom, tell them the story about how you dealt with getting married and all of
What?
that. Tell them the story about Daddy when he got drafted.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
going to be
when he
shipped
got
out.
drafted?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just before he got drafted, see. Well, I guess he had already got called, 1940, 41, yeah. He was leaving on a bus in Angleton to go to the service. They had called him,
Mhm.
see. Well, they sent him to, seemed like Missouri. And then when he found out I had dated someone else, he went AWOL
Oh,
and
no.
hitchhiked back to Angleton,
Oh, my.
and we got married.
Well, not
Oh.
quite AWL,
I
because
know.
he told him he was doing it. Otherwise, he could have been
Oh,
executed.
right,
He told him
right.
he was leaving and where he was going.
Well, after he got there, he sent him a telegram, see,
Oh.
told him when he'd be back and everything. So they couldn't get him for dessert.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they went over the hill
Oh.
3 times in the service.
Oh, my.
But Mama, tell him the story about you and getting to New York and
Doing what?
getting
Oh,
to
going
New
to
York
New York.
and
I caught a train in Angleton. I'd never been away from home. I guess I was about 20. And went, like was in the service in Massachusetts. That's before we were married.
Yeah.
So I caught this train, had to change trains in New York City.
Grand Central Station.
Wow.
Never been out of Angleton.
Heavens no how.
But there was 2 young soldiers that helped me. See.
Oh.
So I've had a few experiences.
But
But
tell,
Blackie's never been any place.
Yeah.
He's been all over the world.
Mama, tell them the story about Daddy having to come see you before they shipped him out.
Oh, he hitchhiked all the way to Angleton.
But also swam across the harbor to get to it.
You're kidding. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. He must have loved you a whole lot.
He did.
Well, we had a pretty good marriage.
Oh, I know,
Only
man.
about 60 or so years.
50
right?
was
Yeah.
married 54 years.
Wow.
Louise, I hit 62.
We hit 60.
Well, where did Blackie end up going in the war? Do you know?
He was in Sicily,
Mhm.
and then he was in North Africa,
Oh,
Wow.
and I don't know where
Yeah.
else.
yeah.
He didn't like to talk to them. It was horrible.
Yeah.
He wouldn't talk.
Was he in the army or
He was in the
army?
engineers.
Infantry. Okay.
Okay.
On the front
Yeah.
lines.
Wow.
They wouldn't have shipped him out so quick, but they couldn't keep him.
He was a wild man. Even the day he died, I mean, he'd go tackle anything.
I know it.
I guess he's more like his daddy than Randy and
Than
Cindy.
Randy. Yeah.
Randy's a real quiet.
I
Yeah.
inherited
Yeah.
his temper, probably.
Yeah.
You haven't met Randy,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, we met him
He
several times.
would be here, but he's on duty. He's a respiratory therapist.
Yeah,
He
no,
wanted
no,
to tell
no,
you,
no.
I'm sorry. My sister will be here.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he's more hot-headed and all than he's.
But I've mellowed.
But he
have to,
told
don't
me, I think it was yesterday, he's gonna start controlling his temper.
It's not too bad, is it, anymore?
Well, how did your brother Travis learn to be a carpenter
He just learned it on himself.
on his own?
He
Okay.
built, he and my daddy and Lawrence built a lot of houses in Angleton.
Mhm.
We moved a lot.
Went from
Right.
one house to another. Oh, yeah.
Well, he built a house in Rockport
Yeah,
and one in Lakey.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was
Besides
a
all
good
that.
carpenter and he
Very,
was,
very,
you know,
very.
of course now Lawrence,
No telling what he got, but he could
I
figure
know.
out stuff.
Travis was so happy that I finished high school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they didn't get to, so.
Emma Lou could have.
I know it. She just didn't. She got married and that was
Yeah.
it, so.
In
Not at all.
Did you remember Emma Lou's mom
Oh,
doing the
yeah.
cafeteria food at school?
Mhm.
You did remember her?
In,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, in grammar school.
Yeah.
She ran
Celia.
the whole cafeteria by
Yeah,
herself.
she
Yeah.
did.
Cooked and everything.
She was a
Yeah.
marvelous cook.
Tell it, Mama, tell them about Rip and your lunch money, and how
Okay.
she helped you out.
What?
Tell them about Rip and your lunch money. When you gave, what he was doing. with
Oh,
lunch
one
money.
day, see, well, we always had a quarter. Every morning, Mom would give us a quarter. You could buy a hamburger and drink for 15 cents.
Oh, my
Ah.
So, that Rip, they had such things as this old store in Angleton, what was the name of it? It was there on the corner.
He looks.
Sharps, maybe?
Ealer.
Not sharp.
Charlie Ehlers.
Ehlers?
Ehlers.
Seemed like it started with an E.
Could be Ehlers,
In a way,
but that's it.
there were such things as these punch boards where if you punched the right deal, you'd win a box of candy. See?
Gambling.
Ah.
Well, it cost a nickel. Rip would spend every penny he had on that punch board trying to win a box of candy. Well, he ended up, then he'd borrow my money.
Uh-oh.
Well, I didn't have any money for lunch. So Lou's mama saw me out in the hallway one day in school, grammar school, about the second, third grade. She come out there and she said, "You haven't had anything to eat, have you?" I said, "No." She said, "You'll come in here and eat." I said, "No, I can't do that. I don't have any money." She said, "You don't need any money." So she took me in there every day and fed me.
Now, wasn't that something?
No.
Oh, that was
But Rip would borrow my money and spend it on the punch board.
That's
I wonder,
funny.
did he ever win a box of candy?
Yeah, he did. They were little bitty boxes of
What was he
candy.
gonna do with it? Just eat it, or?
He'd take it home to Mama.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
Well, that was good.
Yeah, we could tell some tales. But usually we got up early, 4 or 5 o'clock in the
Mhm.
morning. We had strawberries and different things.
Right.
We'd have to get out, see, and pick them. And then my daddy put them in these little wooden boxes, take them to Angleton to sell. See?
Yeah, yeah.
Then my fingernails would be dirty and all. One old teacher,
Uh-oh.
she was mean as the dickens. She'd check our hands, see. Well, mine always looked dirty.
Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
worked outside. And
Dirt.
she hit my fingers with the ruler like that, see, one morning. Well, my daddy went up there the next
Uh-oh.
morning, and he ordinarily wouldn't do things like that. He shook his finger at her, told her, said, "Don't you ever do that again."
Good.
She didn't do it again.
Bet she didn't.
Did y'all have a milk cow?
Oh,
You're-
yeah, we
yeah.
always had a milk
Oh, yeah.
down, a churn,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Chickens or?
but I could not drink that raw milk.
Uh,
To me, Rip and I did all the milking, see.
Yeah.
The milk tasted just like the cow's milk,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
cause it was raw milk.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't drink it. I can drink
You
your
didn't milk
milk
it, yeah?
now. hot.
No.
Yeah.
It has a distinct smell. I like it.
Really, really.
Definitely.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we grew up dirt poor.
Mm-hmm.
We always had plenty to eat. And Mama made us clothes out of feed
Seed
sacks
sacks,
and
I
stuff.
know.
Mhm.
That's great material, and that's those things too. It starch up so good every time.
Some of the feed sacks were pretty.
Oh, they were pretty.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very. They were really pretty. Do you remember if Papa Graham had peanuts?
Yeah, we had peanuts.
I remember going down in the field with him on peanuts. I don't remember what all happened. I just remember the peanuts and the plants.
Usually we'd pull a lot of those up by hand.
Yeah, right. I remember he would get cactus, chop them down, and he would burn the little stickly things off
Yeah.
of them, and the cows would eat them then.
Like
Mm.
the prickly pears or the
Yeah.
cactus themselves.
Yeah, themselves. And they would eat that after.
Burn
But
the
poor
thorns.
Grandpa Graham was mean.
Me, oh God.
Mean.
Mm.
Well, that's terrible that he was, you know, because that's the
Yeah.
memory you have to have of him.
Tells of some things that he did that would have been terrible.
Oh, yeah.
This day and time, he'd ended up in pen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Definitely, definitely.
It's a wonder some of us kids hadn't been mean, you know?
Well, you had a good mother.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
did.
it
You
We had a
had,
wonderful mother.
what,
Yeah.
you know,
Good and smart.
right.
She gave Sonny a lot of baths when he was a baby, tiny baby.
Oh, I remember when you had Sonny and you came to our house when you got out of the hospital and stayed with us for several days, I don't remember. And while you were there, it was cold, and we had those little heaters, you know, the little.
Kerosene probably.
No, they weren't. They
No?
was just had grates in it.
Oh,
It was, well, it could have been either butane or something. Anyway, in one of the rooms, it had like pine paneling or something that Papa had put in there, and somehow it started heating and getting burning, and it was so cold. And Papa threw me and Mother and you and Aunt Grace out in the yard.
Because it caught on fire,
Yeah,
kind
until
of.
he tried to
smoke
put that
and
out.
stuff, yeah. Wow.
I'll never forget
I didn't
that.
know y'all had helped save my life.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it wasn't much of a fire at all.
But it
just-
could have been.
It could have been.
Well,
But you
we
were just
always
a baby.
had heat for a fireplace.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember when Sonny was growing up, Mother was. She had some pictures of you, and in one or two of them, you would have like a jar, like a specimen jar, and you would
I
have
was
like
catching bugs.
some
when
kind
I
of
was
bugs and all this stuff.
2 years old. And I
Yeah.
still catch them. I catch spiders and release them because she'll kill them.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I catch snakes here and release them.
Oh yeah.
See,
Not all
his
things.
daddy was overseas for 3 years.
I know, and that's a long
Yeah.
time.
He
Long
was in the
time.
front line.
Wow.
And did you have any children while he was over there? I mean, did you have children before he went?
No,
No, okay. I just didn't know.
he was, seemed like to me, Sonny was born after his daddy left.
Right. I didn't see him till I was about maybe 3 years old.
That's what I wondered. I couldn't remember. And I remember the day that your mother died. And I remember where I was. But that's all I can remember, you know, that part. But,
Well, Mama died young,
She did.
considerably young,
yeah, she was.
so she worked herself to death.
She did. Definitely.
Mm.
Definitely. I remember going in to see her at their house in Yoakum. And it wasn't long after that she passed away, so.
Yeah, I remember taking the train to see Papa when he was in Yoakum. From
Yeah.
Pasadena, Texas.
To-
Get right on the train.
Yeah.
and go.
I'll be,
Yeah, my daddy wasn't the most kind person.
But he was to his grandkids.
yeah.
We loved.
Oh, yeah, we did too. We did too. I remember every time he'd come to stay with us, Mother would have to get like she opened a can of beans or something. She had to have that can in there for Papa's spit. And you always knew Papa was coming
Tobacco.
in.
Tobacco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a can for him, so.
Well, Travis had a pipe
Oh,
that he
yeah.
smoked.
Some, yeah, he did
So,
smoke it
yeah.
all the time, but he did smoke, so.
And I guess Nerva was the only one in the family that ever smoked.
Did she?
Of the
She
kids.
smoked.
Yeah. I remember some with her. I remember in Yoakum one time, and she had a couple of girlfriends, and they were going to town or something, and they took me with them, and we walked to town. I don't remember much.
Well, and I guess the Donald Jean, the one baby she had, when she was about 14.
Yeah.
I don't know where she is.
I don't know. It seemed like we had seen something about her.
I think somebody adopted her that lived in Oklahoma, maybe.
Oh.
Adopted the baby.
Oh, well, yeah, they could have. But Donna Jean, we'd seen some kind of. Didn't we find something on her?
I did, but I
I don't remember.
couldn't find her. I don't
Yeah,
know where
we
she
hadn't been able
is.
to find her. But
Basically, this day and time, they would have sent that guy to the pen, because
Mhm. Oh yeah,
he was in his 30s.
yeah.
She was 14.
She was
Ooh.
a minor,
Well,
especially.
you gonna be able to get up?
Yeah, I can get up. Yeah.
Sit up there on that table. Don't hurt that
You
table.
can sit on it.
He's okay.
That's a cross section of
That's
a
beautiful.
cedar. And that book is for y'all. You can-
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Great.
Which book?
The one that's all torn up. And
This right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody,
Before we leave, we want to get it, if you got
we
that
used to
copy
have
of
a whole set of those.
Oh.
her
Wow.
opinion to Galveston, don't you have some paperwork?
It's sort of like
It
encyclopedia.
is, we had a whole
Yeah.
set of those.
Oh.
Oh, this is
he likes
this
things
is a
like
collector's item.
that. He likes that.
And you
Oh,
said
yeah.
you want to
I
have
think
somebody
that's got
to have
Travis' and my little Travis' name
In there too.
Yeah. Look right there. Look. What's it
Well,
say?
Given to Travis
That's
Green.
fine, I sure would like to get a
Miss
copy of it,
Gertrude.
you know, of that.
That was his cousin. That was Aunt Ethel's daughter.
Oh, okay.
That's for y'all.
That was 1927.
Wow.
Is that her Bible?
No, it's not the
I
Bible.
don't know
We're
if that
looking
happened
for the
to
other
her.
one.
It's like an encyclopedia.
Okay.
But
What's
you
that?
afraid you'll-
I, yeah, I might break the
I
camera.
got you. Oh, you know.
I'm just
Bring me
kidding.
that. Did you show Sonny any of those?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna be close enough to you.
I don't want y'all to go home with cramps.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Is this for me to
that's-
keep?
That's my
That's
youngest
yours,
son.
yeah.
That's mine.
And this map, I'll
Mine
use
is
this
mine.
map too, cause I
That's
got
me.
one
That's
just like it
my
at home.
daughter Julie. That's Jimmy, and that's Patrick, and that's Lisa. So we
Is
have.
that his?
So this is, but this is my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, then I'll show you. So anyway, that's
Did y'all
I'm
fish?
gonna leave all
Did
this
y'all eat a lot of
for y'all.
fish or
just to have.
We
so.
ate a lot of
Just to eat
seafood.
whatever.
a lot of seafood?
Lawrence did a lot of fishing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, but.
Wow. Did y'all ever
Just-
shoot
they're
deer,
scattered so
hunt
many
deer?
places. Yeah, the deer.
Did y'all hunt deer at all?
Oh, no, wouldn't it, there's no deer in Hamilton. I don't
Yeah,
think in that
right.
area.
There are a lot now out in Bar X
We
that's
didn't know
not.
what
Lots of
deer
deer
were.
here, but I can't very
Oh,
much.
no.
Wow.
I couldn't.
Wow.
And
We
we
have
didn't
lots
butcher
of
I
cows,
don't
calves, you know,
know.
like people do
And
now.
you know, people say
We
it
always
tastes good. You
butcher
do all
a
that
big
stuff
hog.
to make it.
Yeah, make
No,
it that way.
It never tastes
Well,
good.
Yeah. You
That
taste